first virtual art show by Phoebe Sieu. Phoebe!
Phoebe!
Hello everyone, thank you for coming to my art show. I do art because it's calming and it makes me happy. I started art when I was 5. If you like my art, you can also check out my website made by Angela Bale. Some of the profit made from my paintings will go to nonprofit for people in need. Thank you Mom, Dad, Cha, Young, Chen for being some of my biggest supporters throughout life. Thank you everyone for coming and I hope you enjoy my art.
Oh my God!
Yeah!
Or did you just dump it on? Pour it on?
Yeah.
You poured it. So this is a pouring application of color, and she got a really nice color combination between the greens and the yellows on the white.
Variant of my old school, but I decided to give it to make a Starry Night painting and to give it to her.
Hi everybody. I'm Jaya and I'm here with Phoebe. And I just absolutely love this girl's paintings. And I have my own art gallery and I've been painting for many, many years. And what I love about Pink Sky is how she got the color expressed here. She's got the pink and the reds in the background, and then she's got the light blue here, the greens, you can see the yellow, but the colors are very strong, independent of each other, and the combination of colors is off the hook. I love the patterns and how she got the patterns to go here. It's really cool to put your hands on. It's got great texture. Texture is a really important part of painting. She's got some glitter going on up here around the parameter. And this is a cool, really old frame. And I think it's actually perfect that it's missing the corner part of the frame. It's not a perfect fit, but it all adds to the playfulness of Pink Sky with Phoebe. And I think this is going to be an incredibly valuable piece. Even how she spells her name across here. Her name and her signature are going to change over time. And she was only 7 years old when she did this. So this is a really, really special painting.
It's Fall's Path. I decided to name it this because when you turn it the other way, being like this, it looks like a path. And I used many colors of fall for this one painting.
Hi everybody, I'm Jaya. I'm here with Phoebe. I grew up in Michigan, so the leaves and the autumn and that energy, that spring energy, changing in the seasons just absolutely speaks to me. This is iconic with this frame. This frame is an old wood carved frame and it brings out the golds. It's the perfect frame for this. And like so much of her art, you can change it any direction and it's cool any way you go with it. And I like it all the different ways. So depending on your decor and your own personal preferences, that's part of the beauty of abstract art. Really heavily textured, fantastic blend of colors across here, these patterns. This isn't easy to get this like this. This girl has just an innate built-in sense of color combining colors, how to mix, how to blend, and the textures and the sequence. So just like any good food recipe, the sequence that you put the paint on there makes a big difference. And she's getting it down. This gold comes out here. We're outdoors under a big, beautiful tree. This is going to be gorgeous in somebody's home.
I named it because it has many colors that can be pond colors and rock colors.
Go ahead.
I painted this one when I was 8.
Okay, so you can see the evolution. That last one we were just at, she was 7. This one was done when she was 8. This one's a whole nother level of quality for abstract art. The way the blues are almost like ripples on a pond. We have a pond right here at our home here where Phoebe lives, and it's a beautiful little pond. We just had a beautiful blessing of 2 birds flying behind us. I don't know if you saw it in the earlier video, but they feed the fish out here in their pond. They have turtles, they have frogs. I got to go out on a little boat with them out on the pond. So this is pond magic. And it's got really good color and energy and beautiful framing again.
This one is Firework Dragons. I love this one. Is one of my most favorites, and I painted this one when I was 9.
Again, 7, 8, 9, whole next level. She keeps up leveling. This girl's gonna get better and better. Can you imagine the quality of the art this girl's gonna be producing when she's 20? 9 years old, okay? 7 years old, 8, 9. You can see the progression and it's all good. The 7-year-old stuff was fantastic in its own right. More complex though. Now she's getting older. She's a little more developed as an artist. She's been painting a lot of canvases. She's been supported in a loving home. She's had loving parents that have given her a lot of canvases. And this is a happy girl, and you can see it in her artwork. She's happy, she's fulfilled, she's very mature for her age. She's very bright. She's, you know, got beautiful energy. She's Asian, and she's got this beautiful color scheme going on. Again, really nice framing. Autumn energy over here. You got the blue, gold, red, orange combos. The black highlights and brings out the intensity of it all. She's got really good splatter going on here. The splatter of getting that really fine splash. Did you do that with a brush, Phoebe, or with your hands? How'd you do this?
I use a straw to blow the paint.
Okay, so she's got the paint. She makes little puddles of paint on here, and then she's blowing a straw to get these patterns. How cool is that? How many, I mean, see, the advantage of art coming from a child is they don't have all the inhibitions that adults have. Adults are so uptight these days, especially during these times of COVID. They're constricted and fearful and tight. This is an open, beautiful young spirit who doesn't have all those fears and social conventions. She just throws on the paint, blows it with a straw, says, that looks cool, this is my favorite, and she's done. That's the beauty of this art. Give it a name, just make something up. Purple sky.
Galaxy skies.
Galaxy sky there, that's better. Okay, say that.
This painting was sold and taken here to be displayed, but it's gonna be given back to the person that owns it. This one is called
Galaxy Sky.
Galaxy Sky.
Yeah, you can see all the little stars. So these are all the stars in the clouds, and it's got kind of like nebula energy in it, black hole energy, Galaxy Sky. And she already sold it, you know? The girl sold the art. How many artists have done a ton of art and never sold anything? This girl's selling art. Come on, let's get on the wagon with us here.
Was sold to the state treasurer, Fiona Ma, and I was told that she would pick it up after my art show finishes. Circles. My technique was to put paint colors down and circle my brush like this, and it made a bunch of circles.
So did you hear that? This is really important. Fiona Ma, okay? Fiona Ma is the state treasurer for the entire state of California. She's managing all the money. She's got a massive team. It's like 10 times bigger than a normal bank, okay? And she bought Phoebe here's art piece. This art is going to become incredibly valuable. It's good to get this art now while you can before it goes up in value. It's got incredible investment opportunities for art. And as she said, she's got these circular patterns going on. It's got really good texture. It's got the little red dot, I'm thinking, because that means it's sold already. And it's cool. It's simple and it's fantastic, but it would fit beautifully in almost any home. Thinking about Fiona Ma still. Phoebe.
This one is called Koi Fish. I love this one a lot. And I think this was one of my first koi pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And I signed it with my Chinese name and my English name.
So, okay, get this. So this girl's bilingual, and then this is in Chinese, right? So that's Phoebe. Is it Phoebe? Okay, she's got a couple different names. So this is Phoebe in Chinese. Cantonese?
Mandarin.
I'm sorry, Mandarin. This is in Mandarin, and then this is in English. And then she hand drew this. It looks like in pencil first, and then you painted it over the pencil. So she did a pencil sketching of these beautiful koi fish, which are very powerful symbolically in Chinese and other parts of the world, Japan and Asia. And so she's got these koi fish interacting, and they're swimming this way. They're swimming clockwise in a circle.
This one's very special because I made this one with pastels, and I used a brush with water to get the pastels to look like this, and then I painted it onto the canvas.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's using pastel paints with a lot of water mixed into it and blended, and she makes a really nice paint texture. But it's not watercolor, it's pastels that she's making appear like a watercolor. That's like really special and off the hook. Isn't that cool?
Feels like Vincent van Gogh painting. I'm really proud of this one. It has very nice colors. It's named Cave, and I made this one when I was 8.
It's so awesome the way the sun is coming through the cracks in the painting. It wasn't properly protected, but that's part of the beauty in it, because Van Gogh painted like a crazy man. He painted the storms in the sky. And so she knows Van Gogh's Starry Nights, and so she modeled that here with the yellows and the dark blues in the sky. And then it's kind of cool because she put the paint on kind of heavy, and because there wasn't a protectant put over the top of it, heavy acrylic on canvas, it's got some natural cracks, which actually add to the beauty and coolness of the painting.
This one is named Sunflower Flower Skies, and I painted this one when I was 9. I like this one a lot, and this used to be a tree, but I didn't like the tree, so I turned it into a dragon. And I made some clouds and sunflowers, and that's how it got its name.
How awesome. She didn't like the tree, and she turned the tree into a dragon. And then she's got sunflowers, which is the happiest flower on the planet, because she's a happy kid, okay? So buy this painting and take some of that joy, that dragon spirit into your home.
A wind dragon. And this one is made on burlap canvas, and it's my first burlap painting. I painted this one when I was 9, and I still am 9.
You're still 9.
Yeah.
You just turned a 9.
And I made yellow and black swirls here. And I really like this one.
I really like this one too, it's awesome. What kind of dragon?
A wind dragon.
A wind dragon?
Uh-huh.
So we got a dragon theme going on, I can't imagine why. But wind dragon, so are these like, does the dragon blow wind like fire, but it's wind?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are wind spirals that the dragon blew, and it's just awesome colors, and it's done on this beautiful burlap.
Where does this go?
I really like that dragon. I like it better now that I know this dragon. What's this one called?
This one is called The Elements. I named The Elements, and I used a spray thingy to make this, and it's and I named it this because it has all the colors of the elements, as fire, earth, water, and air. This one is named Sky, and this is one of my first abstract painting. It's not the first, but it's like the second one I've done that I can remember. I have older paintings. Once when we were moving here, I found one of my old paintings and I redid it into something better, and I called it the Northern Lights. This one is called The Sky, and I made this one when I was 6.
Phoebe, what's the red in the sky? Why'd you put red in the sky?
I have no idea.
So what I like about this is, so sometimes, you know, you want to get the artist's early pieces while they're developing are actually more valuable. So this might actually be more valuable than some of the stuff she's doing now, because she did it when she was 6 and it was one of her absolute first abstracts. And I like what she did here. You can see the paint was coming through, and this says Superstar on it. So this you get 2 paintings in one. So she just kind of had this whole Superstar thing going on the reverse side. This paint seeped through, and then after it seeped through, she went crazy and did all this with it. So she probably laid down all this blue first, was the first thing she did. And then she started adding layers. The red came last, it feels like. I think she went dark blue, or this beautiful sky blue, then the white, maybe the black, then the brown. But in some places it goes, the black goes over the brown, and in some places the brown's over the black. So I don't know quite how she pulled that off. Might have been around the same time as she maybe moved the painting around like this and was having fun.
Actually, pond flowers. Pond flowers would make way more sense.
So Phoebe lives here with a little pond behind us that you can see in the background depending on the video shot. And again, there's birds and turtles and fish in that pond. We're getting ready to feed the fish. I'm getting excited about that. Your dad said it was really cool.
This morning I saw about like 15 ducks fly.
So this inspiration, this is her last painting. So this inspiration is like a soul painting from this girl spending a lot of time out on the pond. They got a little paddle boat that she goes out on the pond that she loves to do. Look at the quality of these flowers she's got going on.
This one is the last one I did.
So this is her most recent painting. Get it while you can. This one's gonna sell. I'm gonna probably buy this one. And then it's got this really cool combo. It's got really thick texture, but the magic of these flowers with the way that the whites are layered and weaved into the greens and the dark greens is absolutely spectacular artwork.
This week I've been like...
You can tell it's a Phoebe painting because she goes really heavy texture in the middle, and she likes to surround her paintings with smaller objects. So she's got all this uniform blue going around the central theme of this main flower. So the eye goes right to this main flower and all the texture, and that main flower is a masterpiece. This is a spectacular piece of abstract art. I mean, you can see the flowers in the pond. You see the flowers in the pond of that, everybody? Isn't that awesome? Do I hear $10,000 starting bid?
And I painted this one when I was 8. This one isn't very Northern Lights because the Northern Lights don't really go down, but I think this one's very nice.
You know, the Northern Lights, you know, you can see here in North America, in Alaska and up in Washington State. You have to be pretty far north in the United States, in the Northwest, you can see the Northern Lights. And the Northern Lights do a lot of different patterns and craziness, actually. And sometimes they do actually swirl down and to the side and all around. But I like how she went with the pink in it. That's pretty dramatic. And then she's got the big evergreen trees, you know, which you have up in Northern California and Oregon, Washington, Alaska, places you might be able to see the Northern Lights. So that's cool.
This one is named Fire and Sea. I love this one because it was the last one that I painted. This is the last painting I painted before we moved to here. and I think it's very nice.
So she was in the middle of a move. She had to leave her friends behind. She had to pack up everything and move from where she was living. And you can see the transition in the painting. You know, she threw this fire energy in here, symbolizing the move she's getting ready to make. She was growing and moving and stretching, and it came out in this artwork. Talk about it.
This one painting, I was about to restart this whole painting, and we had like water running down it, and I realized that was really nice and I wanted to keep it like this. My dad helped me do this one because he helped me do the water for this, and I really love this one painting.
Collaborative, not afraid to share the canvas with her dad. How cool is that? Most kids would be like, hey, I don't want your help. I'm doing it on my own these days. And this has got a cool water effect. So the paint here was watered down and it was dripping. And you can see this drip went all the way here, came from here all the way down here like this. So she's got a really epic, cool water effect. The canvas started off as black, and then she has the water effects going over the black. You can see the white layers on top of the black, and then all this other color came later. So you can see here, like the pink came, then the blue, because it's over the top. I can tell by looking at it. The pink was one of the last colors. Then she did this green splatter. Did you do that with your hands, or did you do it off a brush?
I think a brush.
So she took a brush and she just flicked it, and she got this with watered down paint that she mixed up herself, and she flicked it, and she got this really cool splatter effect. Her splatter is first class. People take a long time. It takes a lot of years sometimes to develop good splatter work, and this girl's just doing it organically and naturally and fun.
Inspired by another painter. I don't remember what painter it was, but my dad had showed me a painting on his phone, and I decided that I wanted to paint it, but the blending wasn't very good. The blending on the other one was way better. I'm really proud of this one though. I love this one a lot. I've sold this one to the same person I sold another painting to, and this one's very special to me.
Sold. And then she's a true artist. Look, she's got dirty clothes on from bouncing on the trampoline and playing today. She's got paint on her clothes. Look at all the paint. No true artist would not have paint on their clothes, you guys. So this is just how it is in its raw form, and this art reflects that. Just raw, down to earth, going for it, throwing paint on canvas and making it happen. Sold.
Woohoo! This one is a version of a one Starry Night painting that I gave to the librarian of my old school. And this one, I didn't complete for a while. It just sat in my gallery, not finished. And before my birthday, I decided that I would finally finish this one, and I'm really happy with the results that I turned out with. Yeah, this one is a cherry tree. This one is my best cherry tree that I've done, and here I ran out of color, so I made the leaves go further, so it would look like the color would just fade it off a little. And yeah, this one reminds me of a factory or a lined car, and this one was made by dyes. And I also know how to make paint look like really colorful dyes. And I had pink, yellow, blue, and I got it to be this color, and I made a red color dye from paint and water, and also made stuff here.
Great.
Presents a really colorful sky. It looks like cotton candy sky. And I also painted a flower in the middle. And this one is already sold. Thank you everyone for coming to my virtual art show. I hope you enjoyed my art.